Hi there people, thank you very much for watching. Welcome back to the DutchRC channel, and I have me another box. Yes sir, it is a car this time again. It is the JLB Racing Cheetah, a 4x4 monster truck, and a 1/10 scale. Well, it's actually quite a big car for 1/10 scale. I'll show you a size comparison with a Traxxas E-Revo in a minute. No, it's not as big as an E-Revo, but it is bigger than most 1/10 scale cars, I think. And I suspect it'll be quite a bit more powerful as well. It is a brushless car. Let's see, it's waterproof. It has a 2.4 gigahertz radio. It is RTR, so it also comes with an LiPo, a 3S LiPo. And let's see, there are some details over here. Alright, so yeah, it's called the Cheetah. It has a metal chassis, well, aluminum. It feels very sturdy, but I'll show you in a minute. It has a 3670. I think it's a 2500 kV brushless inrunner. It has an 80 amp waterproof ESC. It comes with a 4000 milliampere 3S LiPo radio system, and it has metal gears all round. Okay, so much for the box. Let's see what's in the box. Okay, let's get the less important stuff out of the way first. The car comes with this charger, a balance sport charger which can charge 2S and 3S LiPo. And it comes with this power cable with the familiar figure 8 plug on one side and a US plug on the other side. So yeah, if you order this car in countries that don't use this US plug, be sure to ask for an adapter suitable for your country. Apart from that, yeah, this charger will of course get you started, but I would suggest getting a real hobby grade charger. The ones with a display and 4 buttons, most will do the job better than this charger. The next thing in the box is this 2.4 gigahertz radio. It looks pretty familiar, with a lid over here with reversing for both channels. It has trims for both channels, but this is quite important. It also has throttle dual rates, as it does steering dual rates, but this throttle dual rates means that you can set the car to run slower, which might be nice if you want to have your son or a neighborhood kid try the car. Especially if that son is a bit younger, you don't want the full potential of this car to be available. So it's very nice, and I think every radio for cars should have throttle dual rates. It's very comfortable in the hand. As you can see, it has this ridge. Yeah, it feels very nice. It takes 4 AA's. You'll have to provide those yourself. The steering feels. It's pretty hard rubber, this steering wheel, but it feels very nice actually. Okay, and the throttle feels just fine. Nothing special there. Will do the job. Yeah, pretty okay radio. The car also comes with the obligatory manual. The manual is okay. The illustrations aren't super. The English is readable, so that's just fine. And the manual states that the car includes a few tools, a wheel nut removal wrench and some Allen keys. Mine did not. So if you order this car as well, let me know if yours did come with those tools. I'd be interested to know that. Let's see. Yeah, it basically says everything you need to know to get the car running. Yeah, it also tells you how to set the speed controller up, so that's good. It has exploded views for you, so you know how to disassemble and reassemble the car if something is broken. So part list, yeah, that's okay. It's enough. And there it is, the star of the show, the JLB Racing Cheetah Monster Truck. Monster Truck, it's actually a bit in between a monster truck and a truckie, I'd say. Is that a good or a bad thing? I think that's a good thing, because truckies are more stable. They don't roll over as quickly, and especially with these chevron style of tires, they will probably provide good forward bite and not a lot of side bite. Yeah, that generally works out pretty well for monster trucks or truckies. I do like the looks of these tires as well. I'm not sure how they will look on video, what they will look like on video, but they look a little plasticky maybe. They aren't. They are very grippy, sticky. They feel better than I had expected from the photos, of the product photos. So that's good. Look at the wheels. With quite enormous wheel nuts. So yeah, I like the looks of these wheels. The car has a wheelie bar as well, as you can see, which has ball bearings in it, so it runs very smoothly. Lexan body, pretty normal in these kinds of cars, and it is held on with 4 body clips. And let's see, at the front we got ourselves a bumper which has, in my mind, the right amount of flex to it, so it'll give in crashes. And you might also notice that it has LEDs in it. Yes, this car comes with LEDs installed already. That's nice. Okay, let's take the body off so we can have a closer look at the internals of this car. Okay, an inside look to the car. It has a hard plastic top style of a middle section, and over here you see the 2500 kV brushless inrunner. ESC with a fan. The motor wires, or the connection wires from the motor to the ESC, are hanging loose. I'll get to that later. Over here we have ourselves a receiver that is mounted on top of the steering servo, and might be hard to see, but the steering servo definitely is metal geared, so that's nice. At least the gears running out of the servo. I don't know if all the gears in the servo are metal, of course. Let's see, yeah, the chassis has a very thick aluminum brace running from the back to the front, as you can see here. Anodized aluminum. Very nice, it has a nice brushed look to it as well. From the looks of it, all screws are Allen. Yeah, all screws are for Allen keys, hex screws. So yeah, I'm not against Phillips heads, but at least all screws are the same type. They are all Allen key types. Is that correct? Yeah, I haven't seen any Phillips heads on this car. So yeah, that's nice. Shocks. The shocks are aluminum bodied shocks, and might be a little hard to see, but they have rubber seals going over the shafts to keep dirt out of them. They have aluminum caps as well, and they are adjustable. These adjustment rings also feel like metal, aluminum. So, quite nice. Quite a nice setup. And let's see, these shocks at the front have 3 positions at which you can mount them at the top, so you can slant them down 2 positions. At the bottom you can mount them 1 step lower, and as you can see, the riser for the shocks is also aluminum, and it looks like, I'm not sure if it's cast or stamped aluminum. Might be stamped. It looks like stamped aluminum. So that's good, I think. And let's see. Yeah, as you can see, the steering links are metal or aluminum, and they are fully adjustable. That's very good. And at the back, this is actually very nice. It has toe-in link adjustments, also metal. So you can do quite a lot of setup work on this car, very nice. And at the rear, obviously, also metal big bore shocks. And also a metal riser for those shocks. The car does not have a rear bumper, but I guess this wheelie bar setup acts as its rear bumper. The upper A-arms, front and back, look identical. They are plastic, and they feel like a good quality of plastics actually. Obviously in my driving tests we'll see how they hold up. So far this car feels and looks very, very sturdy. That's nice. The LiPo is already in the car, and it has this Dean's connector, which I am fine with. Most of my cars and boats still run on Dean's connectors, so yeah, I'm fine with that. And let's see, yeah, those motor wires. When I received the car, these motor wires were bundled up and had a tie wrap on them, and they were bundled up over here, and they blocked all airflow from this fan that's on the ESC. I didn't like that. It might not be a very big problem, maybe it would have worked just fine, but I didn't want to have that set up. So what I will probably do is mount these wires like so, with a cable tied to the chassis brace. That way this fan has free airflow, so that should work out better, in my opinion. Okay, let's have a look at the bottom of this car. As you can probably tell, the lower A-arms are also plastic. And once again, the front and the rear A-arms look pretty much identical. I'm not completely sure if they are. Yeah, they look very much identical. Okay, a aluminum body plate running from the front to the back. Looks very nice, and it looks like a 3mm body plate. I've already done some checking on all the screws, and none of them needed tightening. None. Pretty surprising. So, well, that speaks for the car, I'd say. I was happy to find that out. One thing I should note as well is that my ESC connector running through to the receiver was plugged into the wrong channel. So yeah, the car wouldn't have run that way, of course, but it was an easy fix. So far the only real downsides of the car were those wires from the motor to the ESC being at an awkward spot, and the signal cable to the ESC from the receiver was in the wrong. So yeah, if that's everything wrong with the car, I'm completely fine with that. What more should I tell you? Yeah, the car has standard 18mm wheel hexes, so you can fit a lot of different wheels on this car. Lots of options there. We'll see how this car works out on these stock tires and wheels first, of course. which brings me almost to the end of this video. Obviously I'll do running videos, several, with this car in the near future. And I'll also do a durability test with it, yes sir. Yeah, leaves me one thing to add to this, the size comparison with the E-Revo. We've got one dirty E-Revo and the JLB Cheetah. So yes, an E-Revo is bigger, but I think you'd agree that there really isn't a lot between them. A few centimeters. If you take away the spoiler from the E-Revo, just a few centimeters size difference. And yes, I know that Traxxas sells this car as a 1/10 scale, which is ludicrous of course. But yeah, it is quite a big car if you want to call this a 1/10 scale car. Now, why am I showing you this car side by side with an E-Revo? Well, basically because a lot of people know the E-Revo, so you can get an impression of the size of this car. So the width, the difference in width is also only a few centimeters. So yeah, I'm pretty impressed by the size of this car. And from what I've seen, this car is fast and powerful. And you'll see that, hopefully, in my running videos, which will be coming up very shortly. So, if you are not subscribed yet, please do, so you won't miss out on those videos. For now, thank you very much for watching and hope to catch you in the next video. Bye bye!